Okay. I think it's working again. So, we're in full-on Basilisk mode. Then, like these Endbringers might be cut. The kind of like thinking of the difference between a maybe deck and a sideboard, right? But the Mirage Mirrors could be fairly flexible. So for the sake of it, tomorrow is Zalando Magic. We'll play this deck as is tomorrow. So let's figure out let's consider it done for now, and then look at the sideboard. Keep these up here. These around here. Okay. So for the sideboard, we need to consider our threats and our weaknesses, right? Let's first go through the cards. The Batterskull costs 5. It's an artifact, a living weapon. So when it comes out, it gets a 0/0 germ that it attaches to. Equipped creature gets +4/+4, has vigilance and lifelink. Can pay 3 to return to its hand, equip for 5. So it's pretty mana intensive, but at the same time, it is a creature on its own, and then if something happens to that, it's very difficult to get rid of. 4/4 vigilance lifelink is pretty strong. So, Ratchet Bomb. Tap to put a charge counter on. Tap sacrifice to destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Ratchet Bomb. So, Ratchet Bomb is quite good. It's a little slow, like a lot of people would play engineered explosives, but we can't play it in this deck because, of course, our engineered explosives is activated by the number of colors you use, and so it would never be anything. It would just always be 0. So this way we can charge up to what we want and then blow it to take out, pesky enchantments or some hard to target things. So we have an extra Warping Whale, sorcery heavy deck, on the power, like whatever might be useful. It's something that could be sided in depending on what people are playing, whatever. It's flexible. Then more removal, we have 2 Spatial Contortions. It's a target creature gets +3/-3 till end of turn for colorless 1. And they are quite strong. You can use them on your creatures or enemy creatures. These are in the sideboard. You would probably bring these in, maybe against Stompy decks or something like that. Basically, the other 2 Warping Whales that are in the deck, if they don't feel useful, then you could bring in the Spatial Contortions. So, there's 2 Steel Hellkites in here. Those are, for the most part, maybe board, I guess. Like, I don't know what the situation would be that you would bring in 2, like, flyers over Stompy, maybe? I don't know. These can go in up there. I don't know. The row I just made. So Spellskites are great against removal. The Spellkite spike costs 2, it's 0/4, and you can pay Phyrexian blue, so in our case, just blue, to change the target of a spell or ability to it. So if someone's buffing their own stuff, you could pull it to here. If someone's trying to remove your creatures, or really anything, because it's and so you can really kind of try to defend your board a little bit in that way. It's not like something having hexproof, but I mean, you can react to it. If it's going to be removal, of course the creatures will die, but still it beats whatever they were targeting. So then we got That's our ghost quarter from before. I don't know. I could see some situations where we sided in. Depends on, for the same, the opposite of the reason we took it out. So we'll keep it in the pile here. Dampening matrix is, those are probably out of the sideboard. They were put in. I was kind of playing with the idea. Basically, activated abilities of artifacts and creatures can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. And I wouldn't say it hoses me, but I mean, it rips me apart. But hopefully, on the others, if it would also rip someone else apart, then I just have a pile of big creatures, and they have the specialty creatures out. They never really saw that much play, and I imagine that they will probably not survive this cut. Maybe one, but then we have a bit of graveyard hate. The Relic of Progenitus, tap, target player exiles a card from his or her library, and exile it to exile all cards from all graveyards and draw a card. So 2 of those, it can be nice for spot removal or just getting rid of it all. And then Grafdigger's Cage is for a colorless. Return or creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. So that messes with quite a bit of things and has a general, it's a general all-purpose graveyard guard. And so what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 here. Make it 20 with the 3 Mirage Mirrors. 21, 22, 23. So we need to cut 8 cards. And that's very quickly the 2 Endbringers. That's pretty quickly the Steel Hellkites. So that's 4 already. And so now we take the 3 Dampening Matrix. And a Magic Mirror. Let's try to think. I really like those Magic Mirrors. Or Mirage Mirrors. I quite like them in the deck. But just because I like them doesn't mean that they're the best for that. I guess then let's go with this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll roll with that for tomorrow. And then we can always change the deck accordingly. Okay. Then thanks for watching. I hope that was mildly informative. See how this deck goes, what changes it needs. And then, and then keep